Hold for a second. Did Mendeecees just reveal something shocking that nobody expected? Yes, he did, and for months, fans have been waiting impatiently to find out what the hell transpired between Kirk Frost and Jasmine Washington. Mendeecees has finally chosen to spill the tea, and believe me, this is not the flavor you were anticipating. However, the real question is if there was a covered affair, a manufactured split, or something much darker going on behind the scenes. Is Jasmine the ultimate gold digger, or just a victim entangled in a situation she didn't sign up for? Is Kirk really the Nave family man he's been acting like, or is he just another participant in a reality TV chess game? We're going to delve into the scandal that has rocked the hip-hop and love worlds. You may have assumed you knew everything there was to know about Kirk Frost, but what if I told you that the reality is far more stunning than anything you've ever seen on TV? And let's not even discuss what Mendy actually says about it. Hold on, people, this is going to get messy, and the tea is hotter than ever. Are you prepared for the truth? Because once this story is revealed, there won't be any more you didn't anticipate this, did you? Mendeecees speaking out about Kirk Frost and Jasmine Washington's unexpected breakup. Yes, you heard me correctly. It's the kind of breakup that has the entire industry talking. From reality TV viewers to gossip blogs, you may have thought the drama was over. But wait, this is only the beginning. For those of you who might have missed it, let's take a quick look back at the turmoil that has been building up. Kirk Frost, the Atlanta's so-called family man of love and hip-hop, has been involved in a number of scandals. But this one is on a whole new level. Now that Jasmine Washington is involved, the one-side chick has become the main chick, making it seem like an episode of your favorite soap show. But it's real life, and the drama is far worse than anything that was written. Do you recall how we all assumed we understood what happened during Kirk and Rashida's turbulent relationship? The lies, adultery, and all of this public humiliation happened in front of our eyes. But here's the thing. While everyone has been discussing Kirk's dubious past, no one has been discussing Jasmine. Oh no, but now everything has completely changed for Jasmine. The world is in disarray because Washington, the woman who moved from being a quiet, enigmatic figure to a major reality star, first appeared to be innocent enough, and the whispers of her and Kirk's covered affair were just that. Rumors, but they soon developed into something much more serious that would destroy both of their lives, and we're going to find out how deep this rabbit hole goes. Of course, nothing is ever the same in the world of hip-hop and love. As it appears, was everything set up for drama? Was Kirk's split from Jasmine truly so shocking, or was it a ploy to keep us all on the edge of our seats while we waited for the next big twist to reveal that things are complicated? Be an understatement, but guess who's come to set everything straight? Enter Mendeecees Harris, who you know from the show and who has seen his fair share of drama, including his tumultuous relationship with Yandy Smith and his run-ins with the law. It appears that he is taking the initiative to speak the truth about what transpired between Kirk and Jasmine, and believe me when I say that this is not only a casual remark. Mendeecees is delivering the type of dynamite tea that would make you reevaluate everything you believe to be true about these two. Everyone believed that Kirk's breakup with Jasmine was just another episode in his history of troubled relationships. But Mendy realizes that this isn't generally the first time to open his mouth, has been holding back some important information, and with his shocking revelation, it's evident that everything we've been annoyed about up to this point has only touched the surface. Why is he speaking up now, and why after all this? Mendeecees isn't just here to make a statement. He's here to stir things up, and he's doing it in style. But before we get into that, let's take a closer look at what he knows, and most crucially, what he knows that we don't: the chronology of Kirk and Jasmine's relationship, because believe me, it's a mess you want to hear about. Kirk Frost and Jasmine Washington began as a side story. You recall their informal relationship that became public and immediately made Kirk the public enemy number one. But things became complex when Jasmine had a baby and the world's perception of Kirk changed. This wasn't a casual affair. It was a major scandal that had the potential to topple an entire empire. Having a kid with someone else was not only embarrassing, but it was also a career-threatening move for Kirk, whose relationship with Rashida was always in the spotlight. Kirk's life was about to fall apart. It was professional suicide because, after all the man had been exposed for, the adultery accusations alone had everyone wondering if Kirk was a good man, or if he was just using Rashida as a front for his messier, darker side. Kirk had previously cheated on the show, but this time it was public knowledge and everyone was watching. So he used the most famous maneuver in the book, denial, initially saying, "I didn't cheat. She's just a fan trying to get attention." Then he used the classic deflection. "Oh well, maybe I did mess up, but you don't understand what I was going through at the time." Despite his best efforts to placate the public, wasn't buying it, and then add Jasmine to the mix. This woman, who was merely attempting to get by in life, abruptly became the center of controversy when she gave birth to Kirk's child while he was still married to. Although the specifics of their relationship were unclear, it was certain that Jasmine was the target of every gossip blog, talk show, and internet hater. However, this is where things get very fascinating, since Jasmine didn't accept the Jasmine made it clear that she was prepared to fight for Rashida and was no longer going to play the victim when she came out swinging from disparaging her to sharing her side of the story in interviews. Position in the story, and boy did she cause a stir. As she spoke up, more people started to wonder if she was a gold digger or if she was just a woman who fell for a web of lies told by a man who was obviously not who he claimed to be. Kirk tried to seem like the innocent husband, but no one was buying it. The whole thing just seemed too fishy, so Mendy decided it was time to act and wasn't going to watch Kirk leave from this mess without taking some hits of his own. And now that Mendy is speaking out, things are going to get much messier. However, before we get into the dirt he's going to drag up, let's pause and consider that this wasn't just the typical split, was a public spectacle, and we haven't even reached the juicy part yet. Is Kirk and Jasmine's breakup truly as scandalous as it appeared, or is there something much more significant going on behind the scenes? We've set the stage for this huge catastrophe that has been developing for Kirk Frost, Jasmine Washington, and the others. The stunning truth is just around the corner, but you won't want to miss how it all went down. We've seen the headlines, the drama, and the public feuds, but now it's time to delve deeper and examine what's actually been going on. Now that Mendeecees Harris, things are beginning to get murky and will only get crazier from here. Spoiler alert, what's going on behind the scenes isn't pretty. Let's start with the fallout from the breakup. Since Kirk Frost has been involved in so many scandals, nothing has ever quite hit him like the aftermath from his romance with Jasmine. When the tabloids revealed their dramatic split, the internet went crazy, but not only fans had something to say. Oh no, it was people close to the circumstances, let's call them the inner circle, that indicate Kirk and Jasmine's breakup was anything but reciprocal, and that Kirk's hands weren't quite as clean as he claimed to be. As of right now, there is no official confirmation, but rumors circulating inside the tumultuous world of hip-hop and love suggest that Kirk may have been more involved in this affair than he was prepared to acknowledge. Let's just say that this wasn't your typical "oops, I made a mistake" situation. The rumor on the street is that Kirk attempted to balance the lives of two women, his wife Rashida and Jasmine, whom he had been concealing in plain sight. But this was a full-fledged power play gone wrong. Apparently, that balancing act didn't last long, since we were discussing significant power struggles, decisions made behind closed doors, shady transactions, and extravagant expenditures that didn't add up. Some claim Kirk was attempting to buy his way out of this, escaping his problem, purchasing lavish presents for Jasmine, and embracing the lifestyle that accompanied it. But wait, this is where it gets really juicy. It turns out that Kirk wasn't the only one playing the game you believe Jasmine was playing. Simply put, some innocent woman who was caught in the crossfire once more believed that information leaked from unnamed sources, by which I mean those who are constantly at the club with the phone in their hand, had claimed that Jasmine was prepared to make a power move of her own. But keep in mind that this is all just what we're talking about. She depicted herself as having an agenda, and it wasn't just about a side connection. According to insider information, Jasmine wasn't merely acting like a side chick. Rather, she was gathering intelligence. It seems that the woman had some significant information about Kirk that might potentially destroy his entire career. And she wasn't not quite the innocent girl next door vibe, huh? Rumor has it that Jasmine and one of Kirk's former allies met in private to plot methods to destroy Kirk's company. But wait, there's more. Furthermore, our extremely trustworthy sources, who most likely thrive on drama, claim that Kirk was about to throw Jasmine out the window before she began disclosing some of those secrets. After realizing that Jasmine might have the capacity to ruin him, he fretted the consequences from this relationship was becoming something much greater than either of them anticipated, and now the public was starting to get a glimpse behind the curtain. But just when you thought things couldn't get worse for Kirk, here comes Mendeecees. Yup, the one and only Mendeecees Harris, a man who's no stranger to scandal himself. We all know Mendeecees' run-ins with the law, his former romances, and the whole Yandandi Smith incident. But now he's pushing himself right into this explosive situation. You have to question, what exactly does Mendeecees know about all of this that the rest of us don't? In a recent bombshell interview, Mendeecees didn't hold back. He was revealing facts as if it were trendy. According to him, Kirk's behavior wasn't limited to being an unfaithful husband or a cheater. Mendy perceives allegations that Kirk's whole public image was. Mendy claims that Kirk utilized his reality TV character as a shield, playing the devoted, loving husband for the cameras while handling the pandemonium. The lies are about Jasmine, Rashida, and everyone else in their immediate vicinity, behind the scenes. But here's the real issue. Mendeecees revealed that there was a second layer to this story: financial scheming and business deals. Kirk was supposedly utilizing his reality show and marriage for these purposes. According to reports, Kirk used his celebrity to cover up a massive financial problem that no one knew about. His interactions with some business partners were, at best, dubious, and that's when things started to go south. In the interview, Mendeecees gave up some startling information when he claimed that Kirk had made dubious investments and that Jasmine might have contributed more to the company's survival than we initially believed. Transactions: was she as active in maintaining the ideal couple's image as Kirk was? And how does Jasmine's involvement alter our preconceived notions about their relationship and the public's reactions? Naturally, fervent viewers of the show took sides right once. While some thought Mendeecees was merely attempting to incite conflict for his own gain, others were certain that the truth was finally being revealed, and Kirk's supporters were. Rashida, on the other hand, remained largely silent until she posted a mysterious tweet that got people talking, accusing Mendeecees of attempting to destroy a man who had endured enough. She wrote, "Everything's fine. This whole thing is bigger than people think." Fans were left to wonder if she was alluding to the breakup with Kirk or something deeper, and where Jasmine came into this whole situation. Of course, this only scratches the surface. The big concerns remain, such as why Kirk's marriage ended so abruptly, and whether she was the victim in all of this, or if she was covertly planning the drama from the beginning. Where does Mendy come into all of this? Does he truly know more than he's letting on? Or is he just taking advantage of the chaos for his own gain? Was Jasmine merely a pawn in a larger game, or did she manipulate the circumstances to her benefit? The story isn't completed, but let's not get ahead of ourselves before we explore what occurs next. Fortunately, we do know that the drama is far from over and that the explosive details are going to be revealed. Now that we've dissected the controversy, the twisted dynamics, and the sinister secrets that underlie Kirk and Jasmine's breakup, it's time to discuss the aftermath from all of this because, believe me, it's only just beginning. About the fallout, and believe me, it's not beautiful. Let's start by discussing the public. The world has been watching, and the reactions have been nothing short of tumultuous. This is where things get from messy to downright explosive. Fans on both sides of the spectrum were going crazy over the backlash that followed Mendeecees' startling statements. Kirk's supporters instantly went into defensive mode, claiming that Mendeecees was merely attempting to disparage Kirk because Mendeecees had previously interjected himself into someone else's drama for his own personal benefit, after all. However, Kirk's supporters weren't the only ones who were agitated. Jasmine's supporters swiftly joined the passionately criticizing Kirk's actions, pointing out everything from his dubious business practices to his lack of parental duty. But wait, the drama doesn't end there. Rashida, you didn't think she was in an emotionally charged Instagram live video, Rashida. The ever-silent queen of the love and hip-hop franchise suddenly broke her silence, saying, "You all want to know the truth. It's more significant than a few TV fights. This whole thing was set up from the beginning, and you don't even know the half of it." What may Rashida mean by this? Is she disparaging Kirk, or is she implying that there was a larger scheme at work here? According to several people close to Rashida, she was trying to maintain harmony for the benefit of the family, particularly their kids, and knew more than she was disclosing. Others think she's hiding something because she's worried about how the truth may affect the family's reputation. Could Rashida have been attempting to shield herself and Kirk from a more serious scandal? If she knew about his extramarital affairs with Jasmine, why didn't she take action? Now that everything has surfaced, including Kirk's alleged dubious business transactions, extravagant spending patterns, and covert meetings with Jasmine, the possible legal ramifications begin. Considering Mendeecees' charges, it's reasonable to say that things have gotten out of hand. Kirk and Jasmine are under increasing strain, and it's unclear how far this will go. Rumor has it that Kirk may be dealing with more than just a ruined reputation, have implied that his participation in these business agreements with Jasmine may have major legal repercussions. Some claim that federal investigators have shown interest in his financial transactions from the legal repercussions. Will she stick by her side? Do you believe this will all end, or do you think Mendeecees is simply trying to get rid of Kirk for his personal benefit? Or does he actually know something that might change everything? Man's side, or is she going to give up? As always, we'd want to know what you think. Are you on Kirk's side, Jasmine's side, or are you on Mendeecees' side? Please leave a comment below and remember to like and share and subscribe for more exciting updates. You can be sure that we'll keep you informed on every scandal, secret, and startling turn. The drama is far from over, so stay tuned, everyone. Now that we've explained everything, it's your time to weigh in on the scandalous details and the shocking revelations. Do you support Kirk because you believe he has been wronged? Or do you support Mendeecees because you think there is much more to this story than first appears? Perhaps you believe Rashida has been acting as the peacemaker, or perhaps she is concealing something of her own. We would want to hear your ideas, opinions, and conspiracy theories. Thoughts in the comment section below. Do you believe Kirk will suffer severe repercussions, or will he be able to negotiate his way out of it? What about Jasmine? Will this controversy alter her life in any way? Could this be the end of love? And remember to like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive information because we'll be giving you the inside scoop on the hottest celebrity controversies. Hip-hop as we know it beginning, and believe me, you don't wish to overlook what we have planned for when you press that bell icon next. You'll stay tuned so you don't miss another crazy story. Because in the realm of hip-hop and love, the drama never ends.